We are soldiers. Thank you, Massa. Bro, it ain't bipolar. It's called having real emotions and not being bogged down by lies and drugs in regular society, bro. Welcome to Hippieville. Welcome to Fifi's. Right beside you. Tonight we're fighting for our lives. Thank you, Massa. Hear your battle cry. Your battle cry. We are the ones who will never be broken. Ah! To our final breath, we'll fight to the death. We are soldiers. We are soldiers.
Bada bing, bada boom. I don't know why it copied the wrong link while I was doing all that. Basically, I just have the intro because things can't be easy in life. They always got to be a little bit difficult. So when it's playing, I'm copying and posting the live chat link, and then it's supposed to be up on the phone. It copied the archive channel link for some reason, because after this at 2:30 p.m., there's going to be the 5th, September 5th will be playing on the archive channel. And I'm just popping this in the beam here. And then look. All right, I'm all set. We're all good to go. Okay. So today we're going to be watching The Mysterious Knock on the Door. So this was the day that Conger contacted the place. He got all wiggy because they confronted him about, lying about his name, lying about not having ID. All that fun jazz. They were like, we'll give you a second chance. You just have to follow our rules and stuff. Then he came back. He started blocking a whole bunch of people on his main account. And then he made another account. And then he made all these rules and stuff. But right after he blocked everyone, after he went on the blocking spree, I was actually live at the time, so I wasn't paying attention to this. He did this stream that we're going to listen to. Until a mysterious knock on the door happens. And I think it happens pretty early on. Let me see how long this is. I think it's only, it's 7 minutes. And then there's this knock on the door. And then he comes back and he's all fucking angry and shit. So we'll watch that. But by the time that's wrapped up, the archive channel should be going. And then if you're watching this on YouTube, it'll auto redirect there. And then if we're on the spaces, I'll just post the link after in the thread. So, let's get into this. And we're almost caught up with the archive channel now. And then after that, maybe we'll go all the way back to the beginning until James makes a reappearance or someone like Conger tracks him down, finds out where the hell he actually is. So, I might have to skip ahead a bit actually because I don't know what he does. Let's first little bit here. Goes to the washroom. Okay.
Hello.
Let me turn these on for you.
So,
testing. Why is it? Okay, there we go. I want to make sure the captions are working. If James is talking, I can make sure he's actually going. Picked up. I don't know what that thing is he's trying to open with his teeth. I'm going to get a close-up when he gets closer.
do not tell me that these chicks can come on here and wear nothing but panties and something to cover their nipple, and you're going to tell me that I'm violating when I'm a dude and I'm just shirtless.
Maybe that's a sign. Maybe he's getting a little chubby. He's getting a little chubster. and that's they're mistaking his man boobs for boobs.
No, we're gonna not violate me like that. How's that?
All right, let's see what that thing is. This is a white blob of. Oh, I think this is one of the fish. He's gonna eat raw fish. Oh, that's great.
Because I could be done with Bigo instead of testing the algorithm. Instead of doing your work for you, I could just be done with the platform.
At least like raw fish, it's sushi. It's not as crazy as completely raw meat. Like even the blue steak, it's seared like for a couple seconds on each side just to get rid of any bacteria, I'm assuming.
Up to you.
Yeah, no, it is. It's the raw fish, and he's drinking the fish juice because that's just what a cool guy does.
It's like the government thing. I said, they ever do that again, I'm done. I'm not kidding. You can't make me do anything. But please, go ahead and try. You'll find out.
So this was after they were like, you have to go, look for work. We know you're James Saroka, and we know you have an ID. And he's like, you can't make me do anything I don't want to do.
You forced me to do something for a little while, but not that long. So.
I'm glad, I guess they took all the knives away from him and shit. Why would you just open this with knives or scissors?
The same thing with this is you want to violate me for doing something when there's definitely far worse you could be going after? Go ahead. Just don't expect my business later on.
Damn, I wanted James Saroka's business, guys.
And I expect good treatment too. Get the joke?
That's his connections being wonky. So he says, since he's gotten out of jail, it seems like he's trying to be a tough guy. I know definitely he's been telling people he used to kill people for the government and stuff. There's just some wild times on this journey.
See, what people don't understand is that AI has been actively thinking for itself since about 2014.
Did AI exist in 2014?
And I'm in it like, I don't know, what is it? How do the criminals say it?
How do the criminals say it, guys?
I'm in there like swimwear.
I'm in there like it's swimwear? That's how the criminals talk? I've never heard a criminal say that. Maybe I just don't hang around enough criminals. In there like it's swimwear.
What I was doing, I was coming to see if the algorithm on this platform is AI inclusive. AKA, I'm testing to see if we're like 40 years ahead or not. Doing pretty good.
40 years ahead? Okay. While he's talking, since I didn't do it the last time, I'm going to get up the Wikipedia for Vigo, and we'll look at some articles about Vigo, and you'll understand their whole spiel or scheme or whatever the hell it is.
So, essentially what I'm telling you is the technology on this app is more advanced than I'd expected. A very exciting factor. I have now gotten the personal reassurance and security that no matter how the situation goes, I'm going to be totally fine.
What did you think was going to happen with like inflated numbers on your live stream and then just bots following you, answering to very simple verbal cues? Like, trying to think of one, like when he said, when he talks his birthday, it's like, oh, when's your birthday? And they always ask him to sing a song and shit. And I don't know, it's just, it's not that advanced.
So let's have fun. Guys are coming in to broadcast. Say hello. Now I will tell you, No, the U.S. government has officially decided that they must properly ID me. Wrong move. Already went over this.
What? See, he's salty. He's salty about being find out like who he actually is.
Guess they didn't get the memo. Totally fine. Not my problem. That's internal affairs shit. It's none of my business. I don't give a fuck. But because of that, because they feel the need to, dabble in international affairs that are absolutely none of their business, and it is against the law for them to go that route. But I guess communications are just, comms are down.
Yeah, it's an international affair. Conger just found the place and called it up. And I don't know, James. You called Conger a professional a couple of weeks back. You said that I was scary. You say I'm dead scared of this guy, but Conger, at least he's a professional. Conger was the one who got you essentially kicked out of this place, or at least found out, and you got yourself kicked out. But like, I find that so funny. I would try to find that clip for you guys too.
I say that.
I think it's on Twitter.
Also, not my problem. What I will say is that means now, while we build the platform, because of all these leaks and cracks and all these problems that are their fault and not my problem, I'm not Batman. I'm not Superman. I can't save the fuck.
He said he was Batman. He said he was homeless Batman and digital Deadpool. He coined that for himself. He called himself that, like, I think at least 3 separate occasions.
Fucking world for you. So stop asking and trying to beat me senseless in one way or the other when I can't save the fucking world for you. Like, I can't bring your parents back to life. You'll get over it, same as I did. But anyway.
I want to know who's asking James Saroka to bring their parents back to life, because like that's a crazy ask in general. Unless you're asking this guy to do it, he doesn't know how to do anything. He can't even feed himself.
I have compassion for you, but stop asking me for shit. I'm not your parent.
See, that's the knock, and that's the face he made. Yeah, I'm gonna make this. Hold on, I'll put it. Oh God, I didn't want to play it. I wanted to show you guys the face. Put it back a little bit. Find this fucking. Blah. I don't know. I had a better pause of it last time, but yeah, that's the face he made, and I don't know what they wanted, but he comes back even angrier. So this is when he came back, right here.
You just proved to me that I own your shit.
He starts up. You just proved to me that I own your shit. Blah.
And I'll say that right on my stream. Oh God, yo.
Hey, Kratos.
Straight stunt. No, man, I feel like $1 million. For the hell I've been through, some shit just went down for like a second, and it was fine. Like, dude was cool. But like somebody was trying to they were like showing me how big they are, and
I wonder if this is the altercation.
And I'm going to have to find somebody a penis pump. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Find someone a penis pump? Oh my goodness.
But man, tonight is a victory.
What do they say after the knock on the door? So this is the stream like right after the knock on the door. So like we have to just guess after what he says here. I didn't even realize there was a knock on the door until like a few days ago. And this stream was from the 7th.
Absolute victory. You ever have it where you ever see it in TV? When you're watching TV, and it's like you think something's going to be like a really big deal, right? And then it's like super anticlimactic. It looks like oh god, and then you find out it's literally nothing. I am continuously getting that, and what I need to do is be careful not to let it feed my ego.
Yeah, that's the last thing we need is James Saroka with a bigger ego. Kratos, yes, it'll auto redirect after this stream. It's gonna premiere at 2:30 p.m. Eastern.
To tell you the truth, I need to not let it feed my ego too much. I'll get too excited, get myself in trouble. But thanks for the follow. Oh, by the way, real quick, like I told you guys, I gotta wait for the network to catch up.
Give over the net. Is that why his like stream's so glitchy? Because it's like 4 frames per second. Oh, maybe he means his numbers, because like his artificial numbers right now is 71, and that's just too low for James. You know, he needs to be at least like 200. I've seen him bitch at like 100. It's like, why isn't this so? Why is my thing glitching? There we go. Get these out of here.
And I wouldn't worry about me because I make more money offline than I do online.
He makes $0 everywhere.
The longer that I'm okay, here we are. The longer I'm disconnected, the more they have to pay me. And the bill's already past due. So don't worry. I'm more than happy to take the interest.
Disconnected from the Wi-Fi? He thinks he can charge them for being disconnected from the Wi-Fi, bro?
And I got to pay me quadruple on the street. So in prison, 8 times over.
I like all these conversion rates
So money
just coming up with at the top of his head.
That you couldn't steal if you wanted to. It's good stuff.
Good stuff, you know. Is what I do.
I try to force in my direction. Well, the system comes in my defense. And when the people fail, the algorithm steps in.
The algorithm steps in like some kind of white knight. How does the algorithm step in, James?
The technology is now caught up. When people decide to be corrupt, literally the algorithm steps in, makes sure I get paid. Make sure that they make sure that I get paid. And if not, it just comes to me like magic. Gotta love it.
Like magic, because that works so well on the street, right? Kratos says, I enjoy reading the Bigo chats, especially when you troll him. Thanks. I try to keep that like to a minimal. It's just when he's like really going on. I don't know, just my name upsets him nowadays. He says, how am I? I'm doing well. How are you guys? I hope your weekend is well, it hasn't really started yet, but I hope your weekend is gonna be great. Bus station restrooms. I remember when he was doing that at the bus station.
So yeah, like I said, the AI is self-learning. Now it's to the point where it's self-educating. Okay, so there's a difference. Self-learning is like it can pay attention and make decisions that are like baseline, right? And it can pick up on things and learn language and whatnot. Well, now it's self-educating. So this AI can learn something and then teach itself more about the subject by tapping into the endless resources of the internet, which is pretty cool.
It's like it already had it available to it. Where has he been? I guess he's been in jail. That's a rhetorical question. Where's he been all this time? In fucking jail.
So my point,
he's been out of jail long enough to know how the basic AI works now, like ChatGPT and shit.
Is okay. So to stay on track, is that law enforcement has me properly identified, and they're like going out of their way to make sure they know that I'm me.
What do you mean law enforcement? Just the homeless shelter.
Well, that puts me in a position where to protect everybody's dumb asses, I have to make sure that people that are coming into my broadcast and stay are properly identified. So my point is, if you're coming into my broadcast, make sure that you have a first and last name and a photo. That is you.
All of these fucking stipulations now. See, like anyone who was watching the broadcast before didn't know he was James Saroka. We all actually thought he was Step Santy, like Santa Claus.
I'm not going to explain to you how I will know, but I will know. And I have to block anybody that's not, at least on this account. I made a second one so that we could all just hang out and be normal, but I can't like live stream my face on that because it's just for reasons I can't really talk to you about. But I could come on here with you as long as you come on with your first, your last name, then you have your name on there. But now that I'm identified, they're essentially weaponizing my name, which is, a war crime. But
It's a war crime? See, they're just like, we know you have an ID. Go apply for work. Stop sitting inside all day using the Wi-Fi, bitching about life to bots. Like, just go be like all the other people in this place. Those are the rules.
whatever. So funny, right? Hilarious. But everybody's got this shit figured out, and we're apparently the fucking Mexico.
It's a war crime.
We're not. I don't know if you knew that, but we're not in Mexico. That's not a racist conversation. There are laws here that you are breaking, that you will not get away with breaking. The things you're doing are a lot worse than the things I'm doing.
I think he's supposed to properly identify himself and going in there. I think it's illegal to. I mean, he's making up an identity, so I guess he's not stealing anyone's identity because that would be identity theft. But he's not properly identifying himself. Who's breaking what laws? He never cites any laws.
And you're not the law. So here we go. My point is, I'm ready for the next market crash, and I might be right here when it happens, and I will try to save as many people as I could. I will also make a fuck ton of money, and hopefully we can get some proper connections to make sure it goes where it needs to go.
If the market, if any, I don't know which market he's talking about, stock market in general. If anything happened, James wouldn't be involved at all. He's just gonna pretend in his head, I guess, that he's helping people out of that.
Because there's going to be too much money to keep. So we're going to need places for it to go, and also make sure it comes back through taxes. So for write-offs and whatnot. So if you know anybody, at this point, I'm kind of preferring AI to real life people because people are just making really stupid decisions. But
what would the AI need with him? Oh, wait, okay, AI, there's going to be a market crash. You're going to need my help to get you through this tough times.
If you know people that make smart decisions, more than just clever. I need people who are smart, not just clever. Right about now. Thanks.
Yeah, James trying to recruit bots to. I don't even know what he's trying to recruit them for. Just hang out and be his friend, I guess, while he, saves the world from the market crash. Then you got Conger on his Bigo account telling bots to go stalk James. It's a fun world we live in.
I got a few of them, but none of them understand any of this. So I could work with them in real life and with the people, but I don't have anybody to work with on the tech.
This was September 7th.
Right now, which is really irritating. I feel like I'm asking how many does it take to screw in a light bulb questions, and frickin' a bunch of people standing around trying to figure out how to start a fire when they're frickin' when the heat's on in the house.
What kind of crazy analogy is this? The scenario he's come up with in his brain. Hey guys, how many guys did it take to screw in a light bulb? It's like, we got to start this fire. It's like the heat's already on. I don't know what he's trying to say.
So
I don't think he does either, just based off of that.
It's ironic. I wish the people around me understood the tech, because they could actually do this stuff. Whereas the people that are like, I'll help, they're people that are not really trying to help, so.
Now he's deep in thought. He's looking off into the world. Well, not really the world, the hotel. He's drinking his broth and aloe juice. Washing down his raw fish. Thinking about how he got here, Everything he's done up until this point. He's being very stoic right now. I guess maybe he's waiting for the bots to engage with them. They just react. They don't like come up with things. It's being boring. I'm gonna skip ahead. What the hell is this, James? What are you doing here? It's so hard to see that. Oh wait, I think I see it.
But I don't need it, so like I kind of not have.
Let's go back a bit here.
Out that they're ever. It don't. It's just another beauty of AI. Think cameras,
there you go.
Right? Except
thick cameras or think cameras.
They know everything you're doing, and it's like kind of now AI is kind of it's starting to
thick juicy cameras
be their job to be the cops, and people just kind of haven't figured it out yet. Like it's literally the algorithm's job to keep us in order much more than people like realize. And I find it kind of funny at this point. It's not really funny at all. I'm just trying to be nonchalant about it because it really freaks me out too. I don't have anything to be scared of, but it's trippy. But my point is, it's like nowadays, as long as you actually keep your nose clean and like keep doing the right thing the best way you could, you can pretty much count on any forms of corruption being thwarted like rather quickly. If you're wrapped up in the thick of it, don't expect freedom. Like be ready to put in a lot of work, but if you keep your stuff on the up and up, you can expect things to be corrected for you very quickly. And what I'm finding is it's even before law enforcement finds out. Like literally, the tech will find a contingency plan and actually like create a solution before.
What, like Minority Report? I swear he said something like this before when he's talking about the aliens. Like it's gonna solve crimes before they happen.
Or before law enforcement even figures out that there ever was a problem to begin with. And then they're like trying to produce the potentiality of an issue to like justify the need to step in and say they were part of the conversation. And by the time they have you arrested, it's already solved. And the only way to incarcerate you is by breaking the law. And then at that point you have leverage. So I have a shit ton of leverage, but I don't need it. So like I kind of just expel it as it becomes basic information, and I could just like not have to deal with any of it because I don't need frickin' drama-ites, breathing down my back. But I'm sitting over here like I got all this shit figured out, and I actually do. I ain't got to worry about anything else to reference this.
I love how he's like, I got all this shit figured out, but I'm really pissed that they found out what my real name was.
Kind of thing. But it's just like, I mean, literally, my main concern is where do I find a bag of tobacco and a crank lever machine to make cigarettes so I could like distribute them and have them for myself and not spend a lot of money.
Oh, that's his main worry right now? That's interesting. What the fuck? He wants to just start making and distributing cigarettes. I think you need to get like maybe not FDA approvals because that's like Food and Drug Administration, right? Yeah, so nicotine's a drug. Yeah, you have to get that shit passed before you just fucking grow your own tobacco and start rolling it. As nice as that would be,
like that's literally like the extent of
maybe you can do that. I don't know, actually.
Importance of what's on my mind that of the things that I actually have to stress about. I literally don't have anything to stress about, and that's like what's stressing me. But all the stuff that would formerly stress me can't stress me anymore because it's like so minute. Even when it's a big deal, it still ends up being minute comparatively because I did a lot more work than I realized I did. I didn't keep most stuff for myself, so like I didn't realize how much I actually did. It's like think about it if like if you made $10 million and you literally made it by your own blood, sweat, and tears.
But you didn't actually make $10 million because that's crazy.
And then at the end of it, you don't have any money. You your life is better and you have a lot of interpersonal improvements, but you don't have any money. And you never kept track of any of the money that came in or came out because it was never about the money. And then it's all over and you're like, oh shit, I made $10 million in 6 months. How'd that happen?
It didn't happen. I don't know where he's coming up with these figures. Some crazy numbers.
Or more realistically, like $10 million in 6 minutes, but
It was gonna scale it back and not fucking shorten the amount of time it would take to make $10 million. And he made it from fucking 6 months down to 6 minutes. Could you imagine? Man, the power. Like, he could have $10 million in 6 minutes. That's so crazy, dude.
I'm not going to talk about that. But I finally got some cigarettes today. I've been freaking, I smoked a whole pack, and I have a freaking migraine now. I told I won't smoke. And then freaking boom, took down a whole pack in like a half hour, literally.
Why? Like, just why?
And my head is blasting, and I didn't go for food today. I'm forgetting to clock in. Yeah, I'm forgetting to freaking put my name in the book. I'm forgetting to sign in.
What do you mean? Sign in just to be like, hey, I'm alive. You don't need to worry about me or anything. So then you think that they're like doing drugs. Maybe that's probably what the knock on the door was about. Like, maybe not a wellness check, but just be like, hey, you forgot to sign in for dinner. Like, what's up? He's like, I've just been eating raw fish and going crazy. And they're like, all right, well, just keep it down in here.
Because I stay here, like I was told, if I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure I was told that signing in is for like, if you're, what do you call it? They want you to sign in when you're not, what is it?
I don't know, but I hope your Wi-Fi stops glitching so I can actually hear what you're saying, James.
No, I guess you do. I guess that does make sense. I was kind of out of it when I got here, so, but you got to sign in every day. And I forget.
Yes, I don't need to follow the rules. He's like grinning and looking off into, space. I don't know.
I got these motherfuckers by the balls. You guys have no idea. I'm fetching me. What do you call it? I'm after Big Willy right now. This is, man, I'll tell you. I never in my life at my age thought I'd be capable of this.
Capable of what?
I don't even want to be doing it, but it's like people fuck with it and they ain't letting go. So like, your choices are, you can either make them your income. Like I learned from the.
It's skipping a bit, but this is a crazy. Like, what is he think? How can he even have a sense of ego right now in the position he's in?
Just reverse engineering the process and doing a better job of it than they are. So essentially, I'm not doing the cops. That is what I'm doing. I'm doing what they did in the 20s and 30s to establish themselves as an organization, but just like as an individual.
Yeah, he thinks he's his own law enforcement thing. What the fuck? He's like Jeremy Dewitt. He's crazy. What is he talking about? The cops in the 1920s? Oh my God. I don't even know.
And it's amassing me a decent amount of power. And that matched with the authority, they're allowed to question me and like give me shit. But I'm making what's mine either way. It's our next generation. It's what's coming. It's no different than before we had that part of it established and they showed up and this, what was in place said, well, you're going to step it in. This is ours. And they knew, well, no, this is the next, this is what's coming. Well, here I sit in front of you. I tell you, cheers to the new world.
I'm pretty sure the cops weren't like an outside organization that forced the government to like take them in. The government made the police, did they not? Like, I don't even know, but I'm just assuming that because the police are part of the government. That just sounds crazy, James. And he is crazy, but someone correct me if I'm wrong, I guess.
It's over. Time for things to change. We're going to be automating a whole lot more than we're automating already. Anything they throw at me is going to end up being, what do you call it? Extra for what we're, for our next iteration of things. So what they're not really grasping, same as the last generation, now with this generation, is that we're a much more transparent generation. Like, we don't really have anything to hide because everything is officially out in the open. It's just, now those who hide are going to have to adjust to everything being out in the open. It's just not, it's not preferable for a lot of people. I totally get that. But I don't think we could really deny that it's happening. I mean, I guess we could pretend.
I don't know what he's going on about. I hope he gets more high
scared.
energy.
I am. The corruption and the shit people could pull on me, and the whole fake system bullshit thing they got going on. It bugs me. It scares the fuck out of me.
The fake system shit. Yeah, the system that's against me, it's totally fucking fake, guys.
Because it's a crock of shit. It's a lot of lies, and what we're replacing it with. By the way, it's their bosses that are putting all this new shit in place, as they're like, oh no. Like, by the way, this is what you worked for. Like, what is now replacing you is what you worked your whole life for. No, it wasn't. That wasn't in my contract. Who do you sound like now?
I don't know. A crazy person. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I like him more high energy like this, though, than when he's all sad and like, I don't know what I'm going to do now.
Welcome to how life works.
Let James Saroka tell me how life works, guys.
Never signed up for anything where you get what you agreed to be a part of. You signed up for the future, and the future isn't always the way you'd like it to be. Trust me, I know. So I accept it for what it is. My expectation was to be reincarcerated. The probability is that I'm not going to be. There's a possibility, but like, that would mean that we're fucked a lot faster than I thought we were. But that's fine either way. But preferably not, obviously. When push comes to shove, though, I don't think anybody's ready for these next couple of years. I know I'm not. I'm prepared, but I ain't ready. Also, it ain't saying much, though. I don't need much to be prepared. So, not really saying much.
The aliens, guys. He's been going on about the aliens merging with us biologically, and he's already half alien. Even though, like, his mom is his mom, and he acknowledges that, and she's not an alien, and his dad fucked an alien. But that wouldn't make James an alien. That would just mean, like, he has a stepbrother who's half alien or something, right? Or half brother. Something like that.
But I was going to leave today, obviously. And, they weren't here. But it's fine. Because, like, it ends up there aren't really a whole lot of resources anyway for getting a job. It's kind of mostly figuring things out for yourself, which is fine with me. My version of figuring things out for myself is going off and doing my own thing, What I could tell you, though, is, like I said, is now they pushed me out because law enforcement decided to go out of their way to try and get me identified. I swear to God, it's like every time I try to give them another chance, they always fuck it up.
I mean, at least he's blaming it on law enforcement for some reason, not Conger. It was Conger, though. Conger's taking credit for it.
I swear to you, they're all like, every time I'm like, all right, you guys want another chance to work together or whatever the fuck you want to call it that makes you feel better when you go to sleep at night. They say, okay. And here they fuck it up again. Well, he says not to, so let's do the exact thing that he says. I said verbatim, I'm done with the US dollar. I'm not touching it. I'm not touching you. Like, I'm literally getting that from law enforcement. Isn't that fucking ridiculous? I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you.
Well, how are you supposed to get a job as Step Santy, a person who doesn't even exist or have a social insurance number? And you can be like, I'm not going to touch the US dollar anymore. And I don't know what the fuck he's talking about the police, like, not touching him and shit. He's upset, that he has to go get a real job if he wants to stay at this place.
Like, this is their way of saying, we didn't actually ask for your ID. We didn't actually question you. Yeah, you're just you're being, like, creepy instead. Like, I still understand and recognize, like, I still know.
Well, they're like, look, we know who you are. We're looking at you. And look at this guy on the internet right here that was on the news, James Saroka. That's you, right? You said you were this guy. You didn't tell us you were this guy. Like, what the fuck? Like, what? Bro, come on.
What you've done. Like, you do not understand the access that I have, and I don't even require a computer to have it. And you're welcome to put me to the test. They already did, and it freaked them the fuck out, in other places. But I'm telling you right now, I already know what you guys are doing before you do it. So, like, in reference to me, at least, it's very easy for me to calculate. So I'd prefer, like, not to be bothered, because I'm the type of person that by the time I would be someone that you might want to incarcerate, my grandkid's already growing up and has already, like, improved to a level that you're trying to, like, come at me for.
How'd you get arrested and put in jail twice then? Explain that.
That's not even, like, none of you are keeping that standard even close. It's, like, not even possible because you don't have access to that information, and you're not going to get it for, like, 2 more generations. And unlike all these moguls who are just keeping everything for themselves, I'm over here taking everything I learn and trying to immediately disseminate it to places that are appropriate and legal. Then on top of it, I have these dumb motherfuckers who think they're going to turn around and take advantage of me. And honestly, half the time that I let you is just because it pisses me off so bad that you're trying to begin with. That I'll just fucking sit back. I'll be like, you know what? These assholes are going to put a gun to my head anyway. I might as well sit there, and instead of them having to put a gun to my head, I'll let them fuck themselves off. But I didn't commit a crime. So, like, that would be to say that I committed a crime by not running from the cops so that they wouldn't hurt themselves by trying to hurt me. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not anywhere in this situation the criminal. I'm not. I'm literally minding my own fucking business. And then they're like, well, you're antagonizing. No, I'm not. Like, I know every move you're making.
Well, I'm kind of curious as to why law enforcement would tell him he's antagonizing people. The roommates antagonizing his ex on social media. Like, who were you antagonizing, James?
You are antagonizing me and the entirety of what I'm up to here and the things I'm doing by fucking bringing attention to this shit. We're not bringing attention. It's quiet. It's not quiet. Every one of you, like, it's not the 30s. It's not the 50s. It's not the 70s. Everybody has a phone in their pocket. Everything you're doing is being heard. Everything you're saying is being recorded. Not to mention word of mouth, not to mention all the people that think they're so slick and then they can lay down in bed with their spouse and they...
Where is Conger? Conger, look what you did to him. He did fucking super crazy. I liked him just alien crazy, and now he's missing. We don't know where the fuck he is. I gave Conger an 8 out of 10. Maybe I should have dropped it down to like a 6 out of 10. You should have cleared it with us first. I told him, I was like, remember to be sure to clear any crazy plan with us first. He was like, don't worry, I will. And then he just was like, one day I was like, I got in touch with the director and I did all this shit. Oh my goodness. Well, maybe everything happens for a reason, right?
Talk about their day. Like,
I'll tell you this. We didn't give Conger the address. Conger found the address himself. Yes, hello, Conger. He's in my chat right now. How you doing, buddy?
No, like, the worst thing you're doing is coming in my direction at all. You're producing this for yourself. You're paying me, and you shouldn't be. You shouldn't be involved with me at all. Because I'm moving on, and I told you I'm going on into a regular life, and you guys, well, we're gonna be a part of your life. I said, good fucking luck. I've had people beat me and force me into trying to have them as a part of my life, and they didn't win that battle. You won't either. You're best not to try. I'll continue on what I'm doing. You continue on what you're doing. What I would really appreciate is if you're smart enough not to be pursuing me, my hopes are you're not going to be a goddamn animal and shake me in your teeth until I play dead. So then you feel better about yourself. Because if we do that, then, I mean...
What are you going to do, James? What are you going to do about it? That's a very odd scenario you painted as well.
How much more could the government owe me at this point? Honestly, I don't know, but I'm starting to find out.
He needs a good, crazy lawyer that would just like, if James, this would be like an interesting side story if it were to happen. If James like won the lottery and then he hired a lawyer that was like, we can totally win a case against the government for wrongfully arresting you and everything. He just drains him of all the lottery money. They lose the case and then he goes back to being homeless. That'd be an interesting story. I don't think Congress paying him. I haven't heard of Congress paying him.
Thanks for following. I'm sorry, guys. I get freaking bent out of shape about this stuff. Just the naivete is astounding.
Naivete.
Like, you're not noticing how I've been reported at least 54 times while I'm broadcasting, and my broadcast hasn't been shut down for a reason, because I'm not violating any rules. I'm not breaking any laws. Same as in real life.
Well, not in this broadcast that I've caught, at least. I zoned in and out a bit. But, like, there was broadcasts where he was threatening to kill people. So you can't be doing that, James. You can't be saying you're going to go get a gun and go shoot animals and people because you know the owner of Starbucks and they're bothering you by walking around in public.
People don't understand how law works because they learn about it from TV.
See, James learned about it from TV as well and being in jail. That's how he learned.
When you obey the social order of things, you don't have to worry about whether or not, like the guy who's committing a crime is going to get in trouble, is my point. There's nothing else to it.
Slippin' Jimmy. That was the lawyer on Breaking Bad. Saul Goodman. Saul Goodman.
So I have to say,
my
most impressive trick throughout this entire multi-year process of getting my family back has been where people think that I need to hide, and they think that singling me out is going to get them something, and they don't know. They don't even realize that's only half the conversation. And the other half is, they identify me, they fuck themselves. They don't identify me, they don't get anything out of it, but they don't fuck themselves. But anything, okay, so post 2021, anybody that fucks me over, essentially almost to a T, like down to the wire.
The wire what? It's glitching a bit.
Literally, you end up owing me something.
Oh, no. He thinks Repzion owes him so much.
And it'll come through. Trust me. That's how the system's built.
And that's how he can, well, at least that's how he used to get Josh to give him money. It's like, Josh, you know that I'm going to get millions and billions of dollars from all these lawsuits because I was wrongfully incarcerated because Repzion made those slanderous defamation videos on me. That all those other guys who have made videos on me on YouTube, like that's all coming my way. So I'll pay you back, everything's going to be good. And obviously it's not. That's fucking a delusion. That's a pipe dream, James.
So what do you call it? The more I get identified, the more they lose. And then they owe it back. If it makes any sense. And then vice versa, is the more that I do hide, I get paid by the other side of things. And then the people who didn't participate in looking out for me owe them.
It's like a Peter takes the money from Paul to pay Sam or whatever. I'm getting the names wrong. He's like a kind of like a pyramid scheme. I don't know where he's getting all this from or how he's getting it. It's also frozen on this weird face here where he's scratching his cheek.
And then the people that get paid back there, I get interest on that. I get the interest because I'm the reason they're getting paid at all.
I'm still waiting too, Conger.
What's my point?
To arrest me
is it's not possible to rig the system, and the house always wins. Be wary of people who think that they are in the house.
I don't know how that is. That they're in the house. I'm in the house, baby.
Thanks, Jarvis. Very appropriate.
What is happening?
So who already has a contingency plan for all the people that are recording this without the comments on to make it look?
Oh no, we always record the comments because the comments are like the best part.
Like I'm just video recording myself talking to myself out loud like I'm crazy.
I mean, like they're bots, so kind of you are pretty crazy.
And then accuse me of thinking I'm Iron Man.
Iron Man? You think you're Iron Man? I mean, like you would be crazy even if it was talking to real people. I mean, you're talking to a couple of real people. I was recording this, or no, I wasn't recording this. This is someone else's recording, actually. I missed this one.
I've seen all the notes, by the way, like with my own eyes. So, people
opposed to someone else's eyes, I guess.
People. I'll tell you, I probably would have a career if I were half as bored as half of you. The other half, congratulations.
Here we go. We're back, baby. We got a lamp we're looking at. A lamp right next to another light. We got optimal lighting in this fucking corner. I don't know where he is. I'm trying to find the ball here. Is that the ball? That's the ball. I think he's peeing. Ugh.
What do you call it?
What do you call it? I don't know, James. What do you call it? Yeah.
I'll tell you. So the beauty of what do you call it? The beauty of my room here. I got my bathroom door opens this way. Right, not that way. It doesn't open in, it opens out, which is very convenient because I had somebody passing by my room the other night, and I could tell by their footing that they were considering bum rushing me.
Oh, yeah. Just by the way that they were walking, they were considering bum rushing him.
If you don't know what that is, it's when someone breaks into your room and robs you or kills you or whatever.
Yeah, he's not paranoid.
And but thankfully, my bathroom door opens this way. So if I go in the bathroom, I got a little kill box. I'm nice and safe in there. If they bum rush you,
wouldn't that be like shooting fish in a barrel? Like he's got nowhere to go if he's like locked in the bathroom, especially a hotel bathroom. There's no windows in there, right? Because it's a hotel.
From here, I mean, I got myself in a position where I could spring, but
he's talking about like he can just open the door and it'll hit him or something. I don't understand why he feels safer just because the door opens outward, not inward.
People are fucking crazy, man. I thought I was crazy.
You are crazy.
Even the people nowadays who are qualified to call people crazy, are freaking crazy. Literally, like they got degrees and then they go home and they got more problems than the people they're evaluating. And they want to be trying to tell me what's going on. I mean, I'm like, when you find a qualified professional, I may listen. And I'm not qualifying them by your standards because the moment they take off that coat, they're fucking nuts. Seen it firsthand. I ain't about it.
I don't know why you're facing it. It's still going.
Doing my own thing a little bit more and finally got out today a little bit, which is nice. And, it's, and I'm trying to tell you guys not to be so worried about me. Like my internet came off a second because someone they're taking a video recording of things that I'm saying. And like, getting pictures of my armpit.
Pictures of your armpits? What?
It's because they want to like know like where literally how far my hair growth is and all that.
What? Does he shave his armpits?
And I'm good. I'm fine. Like, you guys are worried about me. Like, okay. So there's two types of people that go to prison: criminals and people that they're scared for like their health or their survival or things like that. So they'll like pin something on them to put them in jail. That's the only reason I've ever been to jail. I had something pinned on me because they thought I was going to fucking die.
No, it wasn't pinned. There's video evidence. You can read the court dockets and stuff. Moonbeam Stream says, guaranteed Josh knows where he is. Josh had never blocked him. I did never blocked him everywhere, i.e. Cash App will let you block people. Josh likes the attention from both Jimmy and Steve. I hope if he wants to talk to Jimmy, he can talk to you. I don't think he can help himself from liking Jimmy if he talks to him. And that's why I tell him to just block him, because he always like falls for his sob stories or feels pity for him somehow. I don't know. Jim's got a way to like finesse Josh, I think. So I would rather, like, if Josh can't control that, him not talk to him at all. But if he's gonna talk to him, then you should at least try to find out where the hell he is.
If I didn't go to jail, which I wasn't gonna. They just really like fucking underestimated me on a ridiculous level, which is happening again. Y'all need to chill the fuck out, because you have never seen any of the things that I haven't done on camera. You don't know about the things I've accomplished because I know how to keep them quiet.
James talks for like hours and hours a day. He runs out of things to say that are real, so he makes shit up. I'm sure he's kept parts of his life quiet. Yeah.
I'm going wherever I want and I will be fine. I love you. Thank you for caring. Stop.
Even when he was like hitting his ex before he got caught for it, he was telling people on fucking live stream that he did it, because he can't fucking shut up.
I don't care how you justify the way you are caring about me. I had parents like that. I left them for a reason. I don't want to go back. I'm not like you. I don't want to be like you. I'm the guy that keeps you safe. You're not the person that keeps me safe.
I don't think anyone's trying to keep James safe. Congress says he's trying to get body cam footage from the arrest. That would be pretty awesome if we were able to get that. I didn't even know if there were body cams from his arrest, but if you could get that, that'd be pretty awesome. I asked them for everything when that was actually happening, but maybe now that it's over, they would be more open to like giving evidence out publicly. I'm not sure.
You're not very good at it. Even during incarceration is worse. Here I can protect myself. Incarceration, I protect myself. I'm in there for longer. I'm fine out here, thanks. Moving on. Thank you for the beans. Holy shit. Thank you for the 100 beans.
Wow, that's like 50 cents, guys.
That's amazing. You're wonderful. No. Thank you for the 50 beans. I said no.
See, he gets mad at people cough, bro.
I don't know. Somebody's coughing through my door begging me for something. I don't know who it is. I'm fed up. I told you guys. I just don't need it anymore. I'm so tired of people calling me the beggar and then they fucking be coming to me for shit. It's just not my vibe anymore. I'm too stressed for dealing with that right now.
Too stressed for people fucking having their own bodily functions in their own room.
My favorite are the ones that tell me that I can't tell them no. I stop telling them no. And then they find out the answer is no. All on their own. Because they're adults.
I wonder, I gotta try like broth mixed with aloe juice just to get a feel for, the life that James lives. I'm not eating any raw meat though. I mean, I'll eat sushi, but that's about as raw as I'll get.
Thank you for rewarding me for being a good citizen. I'm not being facetious. I've earned this. My bug out bag is all ready. If I need a bolt, I have my pack. We all know I'm not a criminal now, so if I take a run for it, I'm actually already out anyway. So like, it's technically not a run for it, but I figure I'd make a joke of it since we're all making a joke of my life. Let's make a joke of it. Why not? But yeah, they're also kind of wondering. They're like, why haven't you left already? One, because I'm not in danger, and yes, I do perceive what's going on around me. Two,
I mean, he said he was leaving though, right? Like,
because I don't have anything to run from. And three, I have more reasons to stay in place than I do to run towards something physically somewhere else. There's more opportunity here right now for me than there is elsewhere. Like 2020, 18 to 2020, when people left California, right? When a lot of people moved out of California during COVID and whatnot, those are people who were kind of scared off by the waves of things, right? Well, let me tell you something. The real reward is about to come through for those of us that decided to stay, and for those of us who are going to be here when it goes down. I can tell you that no matter where I am physically, when things go down, I'm making a shit ton of money. My concern is for the public, and I'm going to be totally honest. Law enforcement doesn't need me. Obviously, I'm not a necessity. But like, if you calm down long enough to leave me alone, you'd end up finding out how useful I could be.
I feel like we've listened to this now. I know this is like halfway through, and I have this other half recorded. I just don't know if we've listened to it on this stream, or if I just listened to it myself, or if I played it on Spaces already. But I know that I've at least heard, I think, most of this second half of it. You guys let me know if we've already listened to this, and I can skip, because there's like, he went on all night this night. He just kept going and going, so I can skip ahead. I know we haven't gone through all of it. I just feel like this is familiar, like it's been recent that we've seen it. I could be going crazy though, because he says a lot of the same shit.
So
Over.
I don't side with the criminals. If you want the truth,
I mean, like, we're kind of in a groove right now, so like, I don't want to mess it up. If it starts getting boring, then yeah, I'll skip to like another one. If it's, I mean, like, it's almost 2:30 anyway, so probably just wrap it up soon.
I don't know whose mind is so fucked up about me, the looters and the fucking crazy people, because I don't at all. Scout's honor, I don't. So, there's that. When you guys are like freaking paranoid, I don't. I want people to understand that I'm not trying to win loyalties based on fear. I actually have like my way of life and how I live and how I like things. And I don't like all the fucking turmoil and shit. And 90% of the time it is provocative criminality and totally unnecessary. So don't put me in the middle of your war.
Your war. He has a Clapper, Kratos. He only gets like 4 viewers when he goes live on Clapper, and his videos themselves don't get many views. So I think he kind of abandoned it. But yeah, I know he has a Clapper account. I think he has a couple actually.
I know you're trying. I will get out of it, and it will cost you money. So let's not. Ask everywhere I've been before here. They may have lied to you in their own embarrassment, but I will tell you the truth is their refusal to allow me to do what I have been tasked to do has cost each place that has slowed me down more money than they could afford, to the point where it affected their lifestyles. I'm telling the truth. And I'm trying to do one last favor by telling you guys, not to go that route. So the last place I was, like before, like after incarceration, was the first time I opened up about that. And I sounded like I was being such an idiot. Like I really did sound totally out there.
Well, I mean, like, he always sounds like that, but like, I'm trying to pinpoint what place he's talking about. So when he was first released, where was he released at? Like, he was in Pennsylvania. Oh no, fuck it, no, he wasn't. He was wait, no, was he? Because like the second time he went to jail, it was because he violated the restraining order and he was in Pennsylvania. So the second time he was in jail, he might have been in Pennsylvania, unless they put him back in fuck, what the fuck was he? I'm trying to remember the state. I think it was Georgia. He initially got arrested in. I could be wrong. It feels wrong for some reason. There's somewhere around there, and then he just went south all the way down to Florida, and then went over to Texas, and then ended up in California. So it was either in one of those places. Shit, maybe it was Ohio. I can't remember. I'm gonna have to. You're gonna drive me nuts. I'll find it. Oklahoma. Thank you, Tom. Yes, it was Oklahoma.
But like, they believed me just enough to not try to incarcerate me or anything. And I was like, thank God, you know. And I still ended up costing them a whole lot of money, and I didn't mean to. But like, what I'm trying to help people understand here is like, I'm not coming through being an asshole. Like, I act like an asshole, but I'm actually trying to plant roots, and like, it's costing money at first, but like, I actually want to build here and then bring what I have into this area. And like, I don't have a home. People don't understand that. And based on my loyalties, who I am, who I believe in, and what my life is about, California is it, especially Los Angeles, Hollywood specifically. Like, it's the culmination of who I am, who I be. It makes sense to me.
Wow.
So yes, I'm actually trying to make a legitimate commitment. The thing is, if it's going to cost me my freedom, or if it's going to cost me my reputation, then I'm not going to. And I really have built up to this point in my life to be able to commit here, and trying to turn that into a joke of mental health commitment.
Oh, it's all just a joke, guys. But yeah, this is the other platform that was on when it was the blurry one that we watched last time, Live Me, which I don't know. I think he may be. I was thinking about this yesterday. I was like, what if he's on some kind of weird app that we've never heard of? I wanted to start checking like the gay dating apps too. Gonna have to like spoof my IP so it thinks I'm in California, just to see, like, because that's the other thing he does is he goes on all these gay dating apps and tries to get like you know, gay people to sucker him and he get him money, kind of like Josh and Steve Kelso. But you know, he wore the like, they're not gonna help him anymore, so he's got to find new people.
Well, you lost me, you know. Like, if you really need to go that far and freaking discredit me, I mean, you're going to lose me entirely as you know, a pseudo citizen. I'm not going to stick around.
The fuck is a pseudo citizen?
And it makes me really mad because like, I want to be here. You know, very important to me. It's my country. It's my home. It's all I've ever known. You know, I've worked very hard to be the person that goes and travels to another country on a vacation or to do business or whatnot.
He's never been to another country. He tried to go into Canada one time. They stopped him. He's never been overseas or anything. He's just stayed in the U.S. He's been all around the U.S., but just, yeah, never been to Mexico. He wants to go to Mexico, though. Said he wanted to fly over the Pacific to Japan the other day.
You know, not have to frickin' resettle because spoiled brats who didn't even, you know, follow the law to be here to begin with are getting favor, you know. And that goes all over the map. It's not, it don't matter from where, you know. I do agree with bringing people in here, and I want people to understand, accept, and love the American way. I do. But I'll be damned before I let anybody who doesn't deserve it as much as I do have it, both by work ethic and by blood.
James, the homeless, fucking jobless bum, is gonna be the judge of that.
I got both sides working for me, and I'll go against the entire part of the system that's not supposed to be here to begin with, and they'll go running back to wherever the heck they came from, no matter where it might be, if I have to. But if I don't have to, then I could just stay calm, mind my own business, and just move on into the next day as normal as I should, you know. it comes a point when you realize that your own personal capabilities are beyond needing to worry about the minutia and the minute problems about
Minutia.
you know?
Yeah, see, I'm pretty sure we watched this because I was like, oh, he's saying minutia. We got to add that to the bingo card. Unless this is like another day he said minutia, but I'm pretty sure he's in this.
So they called a wellness check on me today, and I thought it was fun.
Yeah, no, we definitely seen this part at least. So for the last like 10 minutes, I'll switch it over to like some that I know we haven't seen. It'll be from the same day, so it'll be like the stream right after this one. I'm just gonna see which one here. It's 4 gigabytes. Yeah, probably this one. Let's try this guy. Share this one.
I really should be getting way more for what I'm doing right now. Before I forget, remember, after every broadcast, new rule, after every broadcast, I will be blocking anybody that doesn't have their first, last name, and an actual picture of themselves on their bio or on their profile. I will have another profile running for like not needing your actual person here.
Them's the rules for this profile. He's reiterating them.
Like of your identity and all that. But just let me leave it at for your safety. This broadcast is not for the faint of heart. And if you're going to be in here, I would highly recommend that you have your actual real name and in an actual real picture. So yeah. If I'm broadcasting on this account, you should have your real name and your real picture on your profile. If I do block you, do not take it personally. I have told you it's a rule of thumb. And I would recommend and then whatever account you got for whatever other parts of life, I will have an account running that you could just come on and you don't got to worry about anything.
Why does he have his hands up into his head like this? Like he's like really thinking hard. He's doing some psychic abilities. I don't know what the fuck that's about.
I'm still going to be the same person, so be prepared. Because I don't pull from both sides of the fence, but one side of the fence throws their junk over the other side, and to them, Gucci is junk.
So he lives off of other people's trash, basically. I wasn't expecting him to be anything else than an asshole that he's been like this past fucking 4 years that I've known him.
Just remember that you're given to interact with me on that account. You're giving me you don't even got to give me beans because you're giving me beans. But I'll be here for you either way. And I would recommend that on that other account, if you got questions, if you got anything that you want to know about, anything that you want to learn about, stuff like that, I would ask it. Because every moment you're in there, you're paying me, whether you realize it or not. And paying me big bucks. So speak your mind when you're in there.
Gucci's is pretty. I like Gucci. She's a pretty cool gal.
Get your money's worth. That's what I'm telling you. Anyway.
He's really going at his forehead there.
You see the AI? That's AI right there.
Which one? Which one do you think is AI? Where are you from? Can you tell me your name? That's AI right there, guys.
I'm pretty sure. Yes, I freaking did it. Oh my God, I did it.
Nice. This is like the stoked AI day, or this is just a different AI freak out. I don't know. I don't think this is a different one. I haven't seen this one.
Are you seeing that? Bro, yo, tell me you're seeing that.
Yeah, I'm seeing it.
Do you see that in any other account? Because I don't. And what I did there, that's a replication of what I did back in the day. So,
what the fuck is he talking about?
There was actual people coming after me. I got fucking AI coming at me. Cool as fuck, man. Now, like I said, I got the favor of the algorithm itself. Like, we don't talk about it, but bro, come on, that's cool as fuck. You guys are like, no, yep, check it out. Scroll back, look at that. That is an AI. Okay, they're getting shut down right now. That AI account's getting shut down. Oh, that's cool as fuck.
I don't think the AI account will get shut down, especially on Bigo. Give me 1 second here. Whoopsies. What am I doing? Here, I'm going to show you guys. So, and this is just on Wikipedia. So Bigo is a live streaming platform owned by a Singapore-based company or technology. I don't know. I can't read. It's a Chinese company, though. It's listed on the NASDAQ. And Bigo Technology has developed proprietary artificial intelligence and machine learning that is integrated into the application. The AI features are used to enhance user engagement and experience during the live stream. All right. So it's make you feel like, oh, I'm actually streaming to people when you're really not. So you use their platform and then they can do like, I don't know, shady shit with the stock market or something. So there's the controversies down here. So there's just a bunch of like, I don't know, Karen shit. But this one is the most interesting one. So on the 13th of June, 2021, a criminal investigation department of Bangladesh arrested 5 people, including Bigo's operations manager, a Chinese national in Bangladesh, for involvement in money laundering and blackmail. So they're charged under the Anti-Money Laundering Act, Digital Security Act, and Pornography Prevention Act. Okay, so it sounds like they might have been doing. I'm wondering if that has to do with the blackmail. So it sounds pretty shady. And then if you just Google Bigo and hear people's testimonials about it, like it sounds like a pyramid scheme. Like you join a family, quote unquote, and then you got to just stream at certain hours for hours on end. And then you get paid out even if you don't have people watching you, which sounds sus as fuck, right? So it sounds like it's a money laundering scheme and a pyramid scheme kind of wrapped into one. And James loves it. And I'm sure they love James because they want someone like James, a real person, to just continuously stream to make it seem like their app is legitimate.
Привет, Skakula. Pleased to know you too. Thank you. Yep. Got it. Holy fuck. That's a real deal right there, man. Do you have any idea how long I worked for this?
It is super
just to have that happen right there. That is incredible. That is a thinking machine. Holy fucking A.
Maybe we'll do, I don't know if I can. I might get like, that's risky. I was going to say we could do like a live stream of just Bigo itself, and I could swipe through and show you guys. Like, because there'll be people who will be recruiting people for their families. So they'll be like, okay, you join my family. We're going to make this much money. This is what you got to do. We all stream at this time. I've gone into streams because I'll get bored when James isn't streaming. I'm like, what's this app about? And there's like people that are going for 24 hours. I'm like, what are you guys doing? And they're like, we're going for 24 hours. I was like, this is crazy. All for what? Some beans that probably convert to not worth my time. I don't know.
This is insane. I can't even believe what I'm seeing right now. How advanced this tech is. Unbelievable.
Yeah, I'd say it's like an MLM. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. It is, what do you call it? The bots. The bots are the ones keeping me live. The Bigo team. What exactly what I told you guys is AI is taking over.
AI is taking over the whole Bigo team. What?
Taking over the frickin'. the customer service part, let's call it, and like self-managing the platform. There are people from the team that have tried to get me shut down.
Like I said, this probably like they don't give a fuck about the app. They just need something to launder money through. So it's like, we'll make it seem like there's customer service, but it's bots. We'll make it seem like there's viewers, but it's bots. If no one was watching you on a streaming platform, would you use that streaming platform? Probably not. But if you have 187 people up watching you, then maybe you might stick around a bit longer, right? And James loves it. Also, it's getting up to 2:30 here, so I'll let him finish his like little thought or sentence, and then I'm going to wrap it up. If you're watching on YouTube, I'll redirect to the archive channel. If you're watching on Twitter, I'm going to post the link after.
They're keeping me live. I'm serious. I can't prove it. I bet you there are people who could. I can't. I don't understand the tech like that. Like I said, I literally plugged myself into it. Like I literally, like talk to AI, this and this and that. Like I got integrated with the system in a fashion where I understand what they're saying and this and that. Like I understand bots like people.
Because they speak English and they're supposed to act like people. Anyways, yeah, I'm going to wrap it up here. It is 2:30. I hope you guys have a great weekend. And yeah. Until next time, I'll find some juicy stuff for you guys. And we're almost caught up with the archive channel, so I don't know what we're going to do after that, but we'll figure it out. Take care.